what if your dreams weren't yours? What if somewhere in the world, at the exact same moment, another person saw what you saw, felt what you felt, walked the same streets you walked while asleep? Most of us believe dreams are private, sealed inside our own minds. But one night, that belief was shattered, because on that night, two people miles apart had the same dream, not similar, not inspired. The same, this is not a story about coincidence, this is a story about something far more unsettling. It began like 100 other dreams. I was standing in a narrow street I didn't recognize. The buildings were tall, old, made of gray stone. The sky above was a deep, unnatural shade of blue. Not day, not night. There were no people, no cars, no sound, just the wind. And the feeling that I was being watched, as I walked forward, I noticed something strange. Every door was slightly open, as if something had just left in a hurry. Curtains swayed gently in windows, but no one was inside. At the end of the street stood a single streetlight. It flickered, buzzing softly. Under that light was a man. He was facing away from me. I called out. He didn't turn. I took a step closer, and suddenly he spoke without moving his lips. "You're not supposed to be here." The moment he said it, fear rushed through me. Not panic, something deeper. A cold certainty that I had crossed into a place I was never meant to enter. Then he turned around, and when he did, I woke up, heart racing. Sweat on my skin, breath shaking. It was just a dream, or so I thought. 3 days later, I received a message. It was from someone I barely knew, an old online acquaintance, someone I had spoken to only a few times over the years. The message was simple. "Hey, this is going to sound weird, but did you have a strange dream on Tuesday night?" I stared at the screen. My stomach tightened. I replied, "What kind of dream?" There was a pause. Then a new message appeared. I was standing in a stone street. No people, a blue sky, a flickering streetlight, and a man told me I wasn't supposed to be there. I didn't breathe. I didn't move, because those were not general details. Those were exact, down to the STREETIGT, down to the words. "You're not supposed to be here." We began talking immediately. We compared everything. The buildings, the color of the sky, the feeling in the air, the strange silence. They remembered the same things I did. Doors open, curtains moving, the unsettling sense of being watched. They even described the man. Same height, same dark coat, sudden shadowed face. There was only one difference. They remembered what happened after he turned around. I didn't, they did. And what they told me still makes my skin crawl. They said when the man faced them, his eyes were empty, like holes in the world itself. And he said one more thing. "Two of you have found the door." At first, we tried to be logical. Maybe it was coincidence. Maybe we influenced each other. Maybe memory filled in the gaps. But there was one problem. We hadn't spoken before the dream. There was no shared story. No movie. No book. No conversation. Yet, two separate minds created the same world. Science tells us dreams come from our own memories, fears, and imagination. But how do two brains build the same place at the same time without any connection? Some researchers have studied something called shared dreaming, a rare phenomenon where people report overlapping dream experiences, but no scientific explanation has ever been proven. No mechanism. No reason. Only stories. And now we had one of our own. After discovering what had happened, we did something risky. We both went to sleep that night, hoping to return. Not because we wanted to, but because something inside us needed to know. Was it a fluke or a doorway? That night, I dreamed again. The same street, the same sky, the same silence. But this time, the man was gone and someone else. was standing there. Dot. It was the person who had messaged me. They looked just as real as I did. We stared at each other in disbelief. Can you see me? I asked. They nodded. Dot. And then the world began to shake. Dot. Buildings cracked. Dot. The streetlight flickered wildly. The sky darkened, and a voice echoed through the air. Do not come back. We both woke up at the same moment, and the message was already waiting. I was there, they wrote. So were you. We never went back, not because we didn't want to, but because neither of us could. Dot. No matter how hard we tried. The dream never returned. Some doors, once noticed, closed forever. We still don't know what happened. Was it a coincidence? A shared hallucination? A strange alignment of minds? Or something else entirely? What if dreams are not just imagination? What if they are places? What if sometimes two people find the same one? Every night, billions of people close their eyes and disappear into other worlds. Dot. We call them dreams, but maybe they are more than that. Dot. Maybe they are doors. And once in a while, two people open the same one, and when they do, something is waiting on the other side.